And let's get it, everyone. Welcome to Music NFT Radio Podcast. We're back with another banger. We got NFM this time, one of our VIP collectors. Super happy to have you here, NFM. You've been on the show all the time. You've been working and growing your community now for a while. I mean, we've been connected for probably about a year now. So it's exciting to finally have you on this new podcast. Thanks for coming in. And I'm really excited about what you're doing for the future of NFT pricing models, right? Because you're really revolutionizing the way that we price NFTs and that we think about pricing NFTs. So to me, that's what's really exciting about NFM. And I'm happy to have you here for a little interview. So, yeah, I mean, why don't you just start with a basic overview of the platform? Because this is our first podcast together. So, let the people know what NFM is all about.
So NFM, we started as MP3 Finance about a year and a half ago, and we I got the idea from Nick Spanos. He's one of the crypto OGs. He like has lunch with Vitalik Buterin. He's a really cool dude, and all he cares about is um, the people, keeping blockchain, in our hands. I'll never forget his words. He said, if we don't use blockchain for the good, they're going to use blockchain against us. And, that's why, about a year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, stage 3. And, I didn't know if I was going to make it or not. And I was like, if I'm going down, I'm leaving my mark. I'm gonna do something for this. Because I'm a musician myself. I played in a band and toured for 5 years. I know what it's like. I know what the grind is like.
Let's go. We're playing the hits of web3 and music NFTs. This is Music NFT.
My bad, bro. Auto deal, no problem. Keep it rocking.
That's all good, dude.
Yeah,
But
up there, man. I mean, yeah, let keep it going, man. It's a great story.
but yeah, so then I was like, you know what? I had the idea in my head for a while, and I didn't know how to start and run a project. Um, so I started. I did my due diligence. I worked on a few other projects. Like I would just ask if I can do this or that for a project, and well, I mean, at that time, I was like an influencer. At that time, I had a lot of followers, and on my like Twitter account, but so it was easy for me to get jobs, like working with other projects. Like they wanted me on. So I cut my teeth in that, and just saw how everything works, and I just decided to go for it, man. And I honestly think it helped me get through that period of my life. It was it's a you know it's a sobering moment, when you find that out, and you don't know if you're gonna make it or not.
Yeah,
And
that's crazy. I mean, it seems like it was a life-changing event for you to kind of have that moment where you're met with your mortality, but then it inspires you to do something great, right? And this is what led to you founding MP3 Finance. Is that what you would say?
yeah, yeah. So like I remembered that quote from Nick Spanos, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Like you know, uh, you know, I'm not gonna let you know the man use blockchain against the people. You know what I mean? I'm gonna, play my part. I'm gonna do my thing, and that's music. I want to help musicians because, back in the day, we all we had was MySpace back when we were touring, which was awesome. That was like the Web 2. Um, you know, uh, that was like the Web 2 thing, man. Like they had MySpace music even. So like, we had our profile. When we were not touring, we would, go to our manager's office and we'd all sit on a computer and just like organically reach out to people and, you know, um, reach out to other like-minded bands and schedule tours, talk to venue owners. And, we just did it grassroots style, man. And, by the last year we were touring, at first we were sleeping in Walmart parking lots for the first couple of years. And then by the time, you know, right before we split up after our drummer died, um, we, we could we made enough money to afford to stay in, a hotel or, like people that we knew from MySpace that really dug us, that were fans, they'd put us up for the night. The hospitality was fantastic. Everybody, looked out for us. And, it's just a testament to, what technology can do for something like that for, music, musicians, bands, rappers, hip hop artists, EDM, everybody, man, DJs. And, so now we have Web3, which is a total game changer because, this is putting, we're putting the power back in our hands, instead of the record labels basically owning any artist that wants to become famous or have any notoriety at all. You don't need that, you know. Like we used to get record offers from, indie labels and stuff, and you know, at the time I was all about it. I was like, yeah, let's just do it, because I really wanted to get out there. But our singer was very smart. He always said, what can they do for us that we can't do for ourselves? Except take our money. And he was right. He was 100% right. And that's what this new revolution is going to be. This is artists taking control of their own careers, and we're providing them with every tool possible to fund their career, to make money from their career. And even if they have like 150 to 100 true fans, man, like you don't need to be famous anymore. Like, like I guarantee if you're a musician, if you're an artist, there's at least 50 to 100 people in this world that are gonna really love you and dig your music and want to buy your NFTs and want to support you and buy into your bonding curve contract. It's actually
totally. That's a great background, man. Maybe before getting into the platform and the bonding curve stuff, you could just talk a little bit more about the platform, right? Like basically that's a great background about, you know, how you started in the space, but now also like just a little bit about NFM and what your goals are and what artists can create there, right?
Yeah, so basically, you know, it's essentially going to be like a social media type platform for musicians, and it's like, you know, it's going to be where you go to listen to your music NFTs. You know, we're in the works with a music NFT streaming platform that we're working on a partnership with, and you know, then you know, you can make a playlist. Um, I wish I could show the picture of the platform. If you go to my profile, I just posted a a TikTok that has the platform on it. It shows like how, you know, what it looks like. It's basically like Spotify, but for NFTs and um, artist freedom. And you know, the artists get, you know, per stream and everything. You know, they're gonna get 90. I think it's 98% of all of their earnings. The other 2% is just going to keep the dedicated server going, you know. Um, you know, it's going to be, it's owned by the community. That's the whole point of today. We're having a mint party for the founders passes, and you know, we want the right people to you know, own and govern and run this platform. You know what I mean? I don't want to be you know, like that's been my plan the whole time. You know, because I didn't know if I was gonna make it or not. So you know, I made it out the other side. You know, and I'm here. I'm still here, and it's been a tough journey, but you know, we got it all together. Like we got the whole platform ready to go, and we're rolling it out slowly over the next 2 months. I'm not sure if my lead developer edited the timeline on the website, which is nfm.network. Um, but you know, we're a little bit behind on the timeline, but only by like a couple weeks. So, you know, that's pretty good. I think we're doing pretty good, and with the rollout. Like this weekend, we're gonna open up the MP3 minting and artist profiles and artist signups, and you know, we're obviously today we're deploying the DAO. You know, we're getting you know, we just want the right people to be, you know, in this you know, the leaders of this DAO, because it's very important to me, because you know, I've been working a year and a half on this. You know, I'm into my own pocket. I'm in the red. You know, like I'm putting my heart and soul into it, and you know, like a few people that I know that, you know, were really, you know, interested in you know, helping like being a leader of the DAO. You know, they couldn't afford the VIP pass. You know, like you know, I'll help people out if they need it, if they really feel passionate about um you know, having a, a big say in, you know, how the platforms run and the future of it. And um you know, price doesn't matter to me. I just want the right people to join up and um bring this thing to the next generation and keep it going.
Yeah, 100%, man. I think it's great. And you're doing the right thing, networking with the community, like connecting with people genuinely. All that stuff is really important. I also want to talk about more about the repricing strategy, right? And how you can help artists make the most of their NFTs. Because I think that is so interesting to artists. And, they probably don't understand what a bonding curve is, they probably don't understand it at all. So what a bonding curve is it's a way to increase the price every time some of your NFTs sell. So the closer it gets to sold out, the more the price goes up. And we can help artists get more value out of their NFTs by using these kind of pricing strategies, right? So we talked about how, NFM is really helping artists get more value even out of their NFTs. So I think that's so important. Maybe you could talk a little bit about the bonding curve setup and how you're helping artists to maximize their value in Web3.
All right, yeah, the simple version of bonding curves on the platform is something that Dylan came up with the other day, which completely went over my head. I didn't even think of it. It was such a great idea. Um, for NFT sales, we added a function. So when you're setting up your NFT sale for your song, album, art, whatever it may be, you can add a percentage where that the price of the NFT goes up every time somebody buys it. And let's say you're doing like a 1 on 100. Um, and you want it to go up 10% each time. I mean, you're going to make so much more money doing that, and it builds hype because like people want to be the first. They want to be early. They want to be the first um, to mint your NFT and pay the least. And even from an investor's standpoint, like they want to be early, you know what I mean? And that's what's so cool about this is there's fans and investors are going to be on the lookout for new talented artists. And the more complex bonding curve aspect of the platform. Well, first of all, that's just what I just spoke about. That's a choice. You don't have to add a bonding curve to your NFT sale. I mean, you can just keep it regular, but it's just an option. Everything on our platform is going to be an option. We don't want to tell everybody what to do. Obviously, we're going to run diagnostics and as things go, we're going to learn what's the most effective method to to sell your NFTs and make money with the bonding curve curation markets. And as we learn that information, we can share it with our VIPs and practically guarantee them success in this space because we're doing all the legwork and learning uh, the ins and outs of everything and what works best, what doesn't. It's it's something that over time is just going to grow and become more successful. I mean, the NFM token right now, which is what's used to mint on the Ethereum network. We decided to go with the Ethereum network and use the NFM token as the payment token because you know, we can essentially make it free, or you could even end up making money to you know, post up your MP3s or MP4s, which are music videos, your art. You know, so like let's say you know, let's say you have let me go on the website right now. I got on my personal account, like I just have a small amount that I'm staking for myself, you know, because you know, I'm not, you know, this you know, I have liquidity locked, but that's not in the pool, you know, that's not earning rewards. That's, you know, most of the liquidity right now is not in the pool. You know, it's just the liquidity that I added out of my pocket just to get things going. And I did an airdrop to all the people that put their addresses in on the Discord. So like right now I am earning 144% APY of NFM. So, you know, you know, the more NFM I make, you know, that essentially, you know, makes the minting process and everything on the Ethereum network close to free as possible. Either that or free, or you could, if you're, you know, if you're staking a lot and staking a founder's pass, you know, you're going to be making a lot of NFM, and you know, that's the payment method. So it's really helping out, you know, it's helping out new artists, because, you know, and a new artist off the street, you know, that doesn't know anything about crypto, they you know, it's a huge learning curve, you know. So you know, I know there's a lot of some minters on I think there's a minter on Solana. I know there's one on Polygon. But like, you know, we were planning on going with Polygon, but then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Like new musicians and new artists to this space, they're not going to get it, you know, like, oh, I got to bridge over to layer 2 in order to do this, you know, like even me, like I know how to do it. I get annoyed when people, you know, post their stuff on Polygon, because then I got to go through the whole process of bridging over to Polygon, and you know, it's annoying to say the least. You know, it's an extra step that, you know, shouldn't be necessary. We have, you know, Ethereum 2.0 coming out. You know, we have the gas fees won't be a problem anymore. You know, you know, we all know that Ethereum is going to be the blockchain for, you know, for dApps for a long time. You know, I don't see anybody ever overtaking Ethereum. I mean, it's first comer advantage. You know, it's like Bitcoin. Like, it's like saying Litecoin is going to take over Bitcoin. It's not. It's never going to happen. You know, Bitcoin's the OG. You know, Ethereum's the OG when it comes to smart contracts, and you know, that's where you know, you know, anybody with notoriety or fame or anything, they're minting on Ethereum. So why shouldn't a new artist that doesn't have as much money as them, why should they be excluded? So we want new artists to be included in the Ethereum network for minting their music, not only their music, but their music videos and art. And this weekend we're opening up the profile section, so you'll be able to sign up and start. If you buy a founder's pass, that is, because that's part of the perks of having a founder's pass is you get a higher position in the DAO, and you're the first to use the platform. So like by the time the platform opens up to the public, you're already a pro, and you've already got songs ready to be minted, and people are going to find you first. You're going to be the first one to pop up, and we have a partnership going with Aokiverse, and just that alone, I mean, we haven't made any announcements yet, but I don't really want to make any announcements until afterwards, because I want to find the right people. I want the people that are passionate and care about furthering music NFTs, into the future. I want those to be the people that are buy these VIP founders passes, and play a major role in the protocol and the platform. So I would love it if anybody that feels like they want to do their part and be present and vote. That's a huge thing, because if we don't have the right, if we don't have the DAO members with enough voting power and everything that to actually vote, I mean, that's how DAOs fail, is by not having enough voting going on. So we want people that are going to be active voters. Everything comes with a prize. We're giving so much stuff away today. We've got probably about like 30 rare like music NFT yats. We have music NFT.eth, music NFT, unstoppable domains, handshake domains. We're ready for web3, but we're also ready to give away some of these really cool web3 domains to the people that want to join up and play a part in this DAO. So to the second part of the bonding curve, curation market, we discussed adding bonding curves to an NFT sale, but a bonding curve curation market is something totally different. That's what Nick Spanos really he pretty much invented it, In fact, I think he coined the term bonding curve. um, he's an OG from way back. Like you go to his profile, he's got a picture of him with Satoshi, or it looks. My theory is it's Satoshi Nakamoto. He's got some random um, Asian guy there, or maybe they all together, invented Bitcoin. But he, he's got a picture of him having lunch with Vitalik and Charlie Lee. He keeps he's very low key. But he's also very passionate about bringing Bitcoin to the masses and crypto to the masses. He's the one who started the Blockchain Center in New York City, and now there's another blockchain center in Miami, which has become a hub for crypto people. I was actually thinking about moving down there because, it's just, just booming with crypto people, and the mayor is like super crypto friendly, and it's a little off topic, but so yeah, the bonding curve curation market is basically like having an IAO, an initial artist offering. If you deploy this is going to be super simple. I know it sounds complicated, but on the user interface, it's going to be so simple. Like, as long as an artist or fan or investor has enough knowledge to have a MetaMask wallet, that they're going to make it. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be that simple. That's all the knowledge they need to have, and have, Ethereum in there. And, we're going to have a swapper on the website to swap ETH and NFM this way. You don't even have to go to Uniswap. And, also, I know I'm kind of all over the place here, but also if you stake your founder's pass, you're going to have the ability to stake your founder's pass, and 90 million NFM are going to be distributed to 3,000 VIP founders pass stakeholders over 90 days. So between that and LP staking, you can make a lot of NFM, and the price is just going to go up. It's just going to, once we make all these announcements, which are absurd, like it's like beyond my wildest dreams. The market cap is just gonna explode. I think that I was in a Twitter Spaces. I've been in Twitter Spaces like 24/7. Like anything that has to do with music, I'm in, and I'm talking to people. I'm DMing people. I'm teaching them about the bonding curve stuff. So the second part of the bonding curve, aside from having a bonding curve on your NFT sale, you can essentially have an IAO, an initial artist offering, and you deploy a one-of-one NFT of yourself. that generates secondary tokens called shares. Now, this, if you know how liquidity works and automated market makers like Uniswap, it's essentially like having a liquidity pool for yourself and your own automated market maker. You know, people can, fans and investors, they can come in and bond to your contract, which, you know, is going to be a buy, you know, for simplicity purposes, it's a buy button on the platform. So you're basically buying shares of the artist. And then when you sell, if you want to sell, it's called unbonding. So, you know, you're bonding and unbonding to this artist, you know, and, you know, the first person to invest in a new artist, they pay the least amount per share. You know, let's say the artist has it set up to go up 1 NFM every time somebody buys or mints one of their NFTs. Or or purchases shares of them. You know, the first person would pay 1 NFM per share. The second person would pay 2 NFM per share. Third person 3 NFM per share, and so on and so forth. Now, these people that are investing in this artist are automatically invested in seeing them succeed, because, you know, they're putting their money up to you know, to essentially help fund the artist, and but they will, you know, as long as they play it right, they'll make money and help the artist at the same time. So they're, you know, they're automatically interested in seeing the artist succeed. So, you know, they start tweeting about them. You know, they tell their friends. And then, you know, it just grows from there. I mean, imagine even just 50 people, you know, tweeting about you and trying to, you know, help your community grow and help people bond to your contract, you know what I mean? Or buy your shares, you know? You know, once they, you know, there's rules that go along with it, because, you know, if it was just wide open, it'd be ripe for, you know, gaming the system. So we have rules set up that the artist is entitled to 25% or no, 21% of equity in their liquidity pool, but they could only take out 3% at a time every 30 days. So, you know, they can't just like rug their fans and investors, you know. But, you know, it'd be wiser for them to wait anyway, because, you know, you build yourself up, and, you know, you have 1,000 people invested in you through the bonding curve contract. You're going to get your 3% is going to be way more than if you just took out 3% with like 15 people backing you, you know? So,
yeah, man, it's awesome what you guys are building, man, and that was a ton of information. So I'm glad we got it recorded and got it out there. I think what's so important is repricing the music and basically making the industry more fair for artists, and that's part of your mission, and that's what you're helping artists do. So, you know, like I've said, I'm always down to support. Everyone, make sure you go follow NFM, tap in on some of the stuff they're doing. You know, we're trying to get this mint going, bringing everyone into the community. I've got my own place over there where you can come hang out as within the Dyl community within NFM. So go check it out. Appreciate you coming on NFM. And if there's anything you want to add, just letting people know where they can go mint and stuff like that, or anything you want to add just to finish up the recording here, we'll do that. And then we'll have it live on YouTube so everybody can tune in and listen to the podcast. I'm actually working on getting the podcasting site set up right now, too. So it'll be on all platforms for a podcast as well. So,
yeah, man. Yeah, just a few last words. You know, Dylan is going to have his own section in our Discord server. We already have it set up, but he's going to customize it the way he wants it. And, you know, he's going to be, you know, helping out with that end of it, with you know, teaching artists how to optimize their profits and well, you know, VIP pass holders. You know, you could always sell your VIP pass, but the people who buy the VIP pass first, they're lifetime VIP members, and they're the founders of the DAO. You know, so that's you know, that's what's so cool about it. If you know, you're one of the first to mint, and it also comes unlocked with unlockable content. You get free tokens along with it. So you're essentially just getting, you know, it's just like stupid not to, you know, you're getting the amount of tokens that you're paying for to be a VIP. So, you know, and then you can down the road, you know, if somebody else needs help, you know, they can get, you know, you can sell it on OpenSea, and you know, if this new artist who needs the help, you know, then they can, you know, tap into Dylan's section of the Discord server, and you know, he can you know, teach them. I mean, he's gonna have a team. We've got like 10 people ready to work under him, you know, like, you know, everyone knows Dylan's the man when it comes to, you know, helping artists, and you know, we think that's how it's going to go. Like, it's, you know, the VIP passes, they're just going to keep getting recycled, you know, for artists that need them. I mean, once you have notoriety, and you know, you're making a good amount of money, you know, for your music career, and you're happy with it, you could always sell that VIP pass to the next guy who needs it, you know, and you know, then they'll get the help. They'll get introduced to our crew, you know, the you know, the music NFT crew. I mean, that's what I consider this. This is, you know, this is our crew, guys. You know, I love all you guys, man. Like, this is, you know, I remember from the start, you know, like with like 6 people in the room, you know, and just grind, and Dylan was just grinding, and you know, now I come up here and there's, you know, usually like 90 to 100 people, sometimes even more. You know, it's just listening, and it's just amazing to watch it grow. I mean, if anything is growing in the crypto market right now, it's music NFTs. You know, this is the time for music NFTs, and you know, hence why I, you know, came up with the name Non-Fungible Music, because I think it deserves its own name. You know, it's a totally new concept, and it's going to change. It's going to change the lives of people around the world, man. Like you have the opportunity today to become a founding member of the DAO that, you know, changes the lives of people around the world. Like, you know, a good singer who might not otherwise have the opportunity to, you know, get signed to a label or something, which is stupid anyway, because you relinquish the rights to your music most of the time. But, you know, like you can have 50 to 100, you know, true fans on your profile on the NFM platform, which also has a forum, so you can directly, you know, connect with your fans and your people. You could set it up however you want, and I just think that you know, it's going to be a blessing for a lot of people around the world that you know, normally couldn't make a career out of music. You know, it's now you're going to be able to make a career out of music.
Yeah, man, it's that 1,000 true fans or 100 true fans theory, right? And I also think of the 1,000,000 true fans theory, where I think NFTs and Web3s could also support you to be, you know, having 1,000,000 fans or collectors one day. But let's start with 100, right? Let's start with 1,000. So that's what it's about. Thanks for coming on, NFM. Appreciate you. This has been great. Another episode of the Music NFT Radio podcast. Let's get it, everyone. You know the vibes. This is Music NFT Radio. Retweet the What's up, NFM?
I was just gonna say, join the Telegram group right now, because I'm gonna give a rundown for the day, because I'm doing 4 or 5 AMAs today, and you know, we're gonna get a lot of people flowing into the room. I'd like to, you know, if you know, if you were down, if we could, you know, move everything over to, you know, after a while, like after, you know, Music NFT Radio, you know, it's been going for a while and everybody's chilled, and, you know, if we could get everybody over to the mint party, and the, you know, it's not just a mint party, it's, we're deploying the DAO, and I'm gonna be doing AMAs with like the biggest groups, like I'm doing one with Caesar's Calls. You know, that's 108,000 subscribers that are gonna be exposed to us, and you know, if we get, I want to pack that room, man. I want at least 1,000 people in that room at all times.
I feel you, man. Well, let's do it, man. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you. Let's get back to playing the hits of Web3 and music NFTs. Let's go.
Rock it out.
Every day from Philly. This is Music NFT Radio. It's been another episode for the podcast. Let's get it.